Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Vault-tec Television. Today we shall be looking at 5 mods for the PlayStation 4 that make Diamond City a more immersive location. The first mod is called Conquered Commonwealth. This is the Minutemen version. It is by MK221. This mod, I must note, does change some other features, just not Diamond City. It adds flags to Good Neighbour and a few Minutemen to Good Neighbour, and adds a Minutemen outpost outside of Bunker Hill with a few Minutemen there, but that is outside of the settlement borders. And there are some other locations as well that are affected. As you can see outside, some Minutemen have been added around the entrance of Diamond City. And also inside, there is a small Minutemen outpost. This has a cooking station, a weapons workbench, and has some weapons such as 2 laser muskets and 1 sniper rifle. As you can see, we cannot loot these. These are just for decoration. There is this laser musket that is propped up against a chair, and the other laser musket and the sniper rifle on this table. There is also some ammunition boxes and a few duffel bags. Sorry, I mean 1 duffel bag. We also find a Minutemen terminal. There are 4 entries: status reports, interrogation recording, justice records, and add new item. Unfortunately, add new item is not a functioning feature. Maybe in the future this will be, but for now it is just purely, again, for decoration. For the next few mods, we must head inside to Diamond City. And the second mod is called Fem Shepping's Mega Surgery Centre Renovation. This changes the appearance of the Mega Surgery Centre slightly on the exterior, but mostly on the interior. We find Doc Sun's small clinic has been tidied up a bit, but we can still steal, if we want, most of his medical supplies such as blood packs, Radex, purified water, and some stim packs, as well as some mentats. But the main feature is the Mega Surgery Centre.
Your lips.
And we find Doc Crocker down here
Shrink your nose,
as well.
Taper your...
And now we find some vault posters and some other posters on the wall. The surgery centre terminal, which is inaccessible, unfortunately. A filing cabinet, some various containers, a couch for other patients waiting, a small counter with a sink, and some other medical items such as buff out and purified water and jet or a dig doll. And here we still find the original surgery chair next to a cart completely filled with medical items such as Medex, stim packs, blood packs, Radex, Radaway, and we find some Abraxo cleaner as well. This makes the surgery centre feel more realistic. This is a great mod by Fem Shepping. This next mod is also an interior mod, which changes the inside of Fallon's basement mostly. Outside we can also see some small changes, such as to the mannequins now have some more clothing, such as the female mannequin, she has a gas mask, and the male mannequin has a flight helmet. We also find a small sale sign and a broken green crate. But the main feature lies within Fallon's basement. And as we enter Fallon's basement, we see that it has been completely changed and is now the department store that it always should have been. We now find much more detail, such as clothing stacked up in this shelf in a corner, some Pip-Boys on display next to a Pip-Boy crate, some magazines that cannot be looted, some sunglasses, some goggles, many gas masks, an eyebot helmet, a tricorn hat, a female vault dweller statue, tales of a Junktown jerky vendor, a box of hides or clothing ready to be sold, a cash register that is locked, and the horrible old mannequins that could have been knocked over have now been replaced by these mannequins that were added in Contraption's workshop. And they have quite a lot of clothing on, such as this one has some Disciples armor, this one has road leathers and some leather armor on, and there are hat stands with various hats, such as this fisherman hat from Far Harbour, a hard hat and a fedora. There are also some vault suits as well, just on the side, some more clothing on a table here, another mannequin, some suitcases, some shopping baskets, a lovely red carpet, a clothing rack as well, and even a dressing room which has also some more mannequins. The dressing room comes complete with mirror, table, and a hat stand, and even has a curtain for privacy, obviously. Becky, of course, still has a bed, however, unlike the previous bed, this is not a mattress on the floor, and has this circuit breaker over here. We can try to activate it, however, nothing happens. This is just for decoration, as most of the items in here. We still find the railroad tape join the railroad, but now on this ironing border, now rather than on a dresser upstairs with some other items. There are not many items that can be looted. There are only a few tin cans, some scissors, and a lot of cram from a box under Becky's bed. This is a brilliant mod. However, we have still not looked at the upstairs. My favourite feature is adding this Fallon's sign above the counter. And we find more mannequins. We now find a dryer and washer, most likely for cleaning clothes that have been sold by wandering traders, or just for generally cleaning clothes that may have been gathering dust on a shelf for a while. And we even find the old mannequins in a storage area up here, along with some crates and a suitcase. This is a brilliant mod. This mod is by Dramatic Yeti. I'm afraid I forgot to mention at the beginning. This is an absolute fantastic mod. Well done, Dramatic Yeti. Now, this next mod takes us to the very back of Diamond City. This mod is called Outfield Retreat, and it is by Eleonora. Sorry, the real Eleonora. It is a small house next to Abbott's Shack and the Codman family farms. Typical of Eleonora, even the outside has some small decorations such as a Nuka-Cola cherry and a drinking glass on a patio table. And for people who love to change their power armor up, occasionally there is even a power armor station. And now we can head inside. And typical of Eleonora, the inside has also been greatly detailed with lots of different boxes. There was a box of comics and magazines, miscellaneous unique items, quest items, a bobblehead stand, a small shrunken down safe, unique armor and clothing, holotapes, notes, letters and maps, and we find a few workbenches including a cooking stove, a weapons workbench, an armor workbench, and a chem lab. And we also find a weapon storage down here for storing our weapons. Now, first we must check, do these workbenches all connect to each other? Because that would be a big disappointment if they didn't. So I'm going to put this 10mm pistol inside the stove and then go over to the weapon workbench and see if I can get my 10mm pistol. And I can. This must mean that Eleonora has connected all the workbenches and put together a very nice player home for the sole survivor. Well done, Eleonora, and thank you. I'm afraid I forgot to say earlier, but the Fallons mod is called Welcome to Fallons, for those of you who had realised that I had forgotten to mention the name of the mod. Luckily, I remembered. Now, this next mod is by MCCX99. This mod actually isn't inside Diamond City, however, I am including it in this list of mods as it is in such close proximity to this city. This mod adds a map marker, which I will show you later. However, it adds a new settlement workbench. This settlement is fully functional. Now, to get to this settlement, if you don't want to use the map marker, we just go through this eastern area through Diamond City, along here, past the scrapyard, up this road, and we find this Red Rocket station. And behind the station, we find the workbench. This settlement is fully functioning. You can recruit settlers to come here. You can assign them to food items and to shops, and you can even move settlers here. And like I said, there is a map marker and it is called DC Red Rocket, Diamond City Red Rocket. As you can see, I currently have no settlers here. And this gives you access to build inside of this Red Rocket truck stop and a bit outside. Luckily, you actually can see the settlement borders when you access the workbench. And also, another feature is if we go into data and into workshops, you will see Diamond City Red Rocket right in your workshop as well, to see if it needs any new items such as power, water, or beds. Now, thank you ladies and gentlemen for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you in either finding some mods to spruce up Diamond City, to add a new settlement to your game, or just helpful in general. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you and goodbye.